Looking outside my window here at Trail Mix headquarters, and a bunch of robins are having a block party. I think they're organizing some kind of coup. There's some talk, that's the first sign of spring. Maybe somebody can straighten me out on that one because it sounds like it's one of nature's myths. Craig Crawford here, you're a retired journalist working for nothing but the truth and Social Security checks, and we're going to open the comment section right now. Come on in and tell me what you think or tell me what I ought to think.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trail Mix, where the nuts might be a little stale, but the company is always fresh.
We're all about the robins today, and we got our birds here in the house. We got Jamie just popped in, and I see Katie Bear is here. And Minneapolis is still cranking the news. I watched the live shots from the protests off and on all day yesterday, and the crowds just kept getting bigger and bigger. The CNN reporter they had on the sign, he was just getting almost giddy about it. I mean, because his point was, he's somebody who's covered a lot of protests over the years, and he said what's so striking to him about these Minneapolis protests, and I noticed this in our Washington protests over the National Guard, is it's just regular people. It's not; these aren't professional activists. These are your neighbors, And I compared ours, and I think yours seemed kind of similar to me. And I would literally see some of the same people at the protest that I would see at our local farmers market. It's like the farmers market crowd got pissed.
Well, and the thing is about our protests, I mean, obviously there's the Whipple Building people that are there almost daily, where it's probably a crowd of maybe 100 to 200 people at times. Sometimes it's a little bit more. Sometimes it's, only like 50 people. So it changes day to day. Whereas something like this, like the one that we had a week ago, the day before Alex Preddy was killed, which I'm waiting for the shoe to drop, and another one I'm waiting because it's, we had a big protest and then somebody died. And now we have another big protest. And
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like, I'm waiting. But, no, it's estimated there was 100,000 people yesterday, up from about 50,000 from the week before. And I will tell you, I think yesterday's protest was more of a mix of left and right people who believe in the Second Amendment and don't believe that he should have been killed, that he could bear arms. There was a lot of people that were Second Amendment people who are not MAGA that were there. Yeah. And I mean, it's pretty good when you can see a Packer and a Viking walking side by side, marching together. When you can look past the rivalry and protest, it's a big thing. Just saying.
And the thing is, yesterday it's expanded beyond. I mean, here are live shots on CNN yesterday from Salt Lake. Up here on the right corner, top corner, Salt Lake City. You got Chicago, you got Los Angeles, Columbia, South Carolina, New York, San Francisco. Yeah, I'd expect to see that. And Phoenix, and then Atlanta. And I mean, it's all over the place. It's all over the place. What about up there in the state of Washington, Jamie? Anything going on there?
Hi, Blue.
Well, we do it quietly here. We just sort of gather in parks and say, okay, we know he's bad. He's been bad.
It's kind of like been there, done that.
Right.
No, thanks. We're good.
Hey, Blue.
Okay.
And did you get what is your takeaway on the Epstein release yesterday? I did a pretty deep dive with our buddy Silas, the AI Gemini. And, there's enough to play with.
There's enough there, and some of that stuff is just horrifying, and yet I'm not surprised. And lines up with what Sasha Riley has said.
A lot of it.
Uh-huh. So there's something there, and it sounds to me there was one where Epstein was kind of laughingly saying that, tell him I'm not Messiah, you know, and it to me it sounds like Trump is not only compromised by Russia but by Israel as well.
And that wouldn't
Oh,
surprise me.
And then there's the whole Ghislaine filing for habeas corpus.
Yeah.
yeah. Where she named she didn't name them. She said there were what, 30 some odd that had made deals.
29. Let's
39 that
29.
paid off the victims.
29,
Paid
yeah.
off the victims to stay quiet.
And you can bet those are some of those names that are blacked out.
Yep.
You bet.
Mhm.
Well, I had AI go through the whole thing yesterday and put together some stuff, and he got down to some bullets here. That I mean, they played some games with it all, but here are some of the main points were these they released these tips and said they're sensationalist and false. So they basically released all this up, but it's all lies. So they're saying their own documents are lies. You know, that's one thing.
So
And then you got the Musk.
Then
why
why
did
right,
they delete that one? They actually deleted
that
some of those documents and then put them back.
I think that's what they were the most worried about, don't you? Is these tips, these FBI tips that mentioned Trump. I mean, that seems to be what they were, because that was the stuff that originally in the early part of the day they had released, and then all of a sudden that stuff disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
And then people started talking about it, and all of a sudden it was back on the website.
Well, and there's a lot of people that screenshotted it right away because obviously Trump was on it.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, we're not letting this go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then you got the whole Musk part of it. The emails revealing Musk asked Epstein, what day and night will be the wildest party on your island?
Oh,
That's actually an email. While he was organizing.
He wanted to see how many other women he could impregnate.
Yeah.
And of course, this is the guy who said he never had any dealings with Epstein.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, all he wants is 1950 South Africa.
What's that about? What? Say again?
I said the only thing he wants is 1950 South Africa.
Oh, yeah.
He wants to make South Africa great again. Is that the idea?
Yeah, something like that.
Noah Ark just said even Melania is involved in sex trafficking. Yeah, I'm convinced that she was a little consolation prize from Epstein to Trump, because it sounds like that's how she met him, was through Epstein.
Well, it's saying that very thing that got Michael Wolff threatened with a lawsuit.
Yeah,
that's what got Melania threatening the lawsuit.
They threatened it, but they never went through with it. Just like they never went through with the lawsuit on Hunter Biden.
Because his response to her lawsuit threat is he filed a lawsuit. He sued her. That's what he did.
But I mean, they never did Hunter Biden either. They threatened him.
Yeah.
And Sasha Riley's stuff has been out there for years, and they've never threatened him with a lawsuit.
No.
So, if there's any truth in it, then they don't do that. So that's right there tells you what's going on.
Yeah. Well, and I've been real interested in because Steve Bannon's a character I've followed so closely for so long. And the connections between Bannon and Epstein they coached each other. Bannon was coaching Epstein on how to rebuild his public relations after being accused of sex trafficking, and then on the flip side, Epstein was counseling Bannon on how to stay in Trump's good graces, and so they were counseling each other, and it's all in these emails, which I found some of the most fascinating stuff. And Carolyn's here, and Carolyn was going to talk to us about Don Lemon. I think if she is here, I thought I saw her. You, Carolyn, are you down there somewhere? Oh, I heard the chime. Well, before you got to go,
Oh, I got time. We're cool.
are you okay? All right.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't want to lose sight of what's
No,
next.
my hubby's still in the shower.
Oh, okay.
So
There she is, Carolyn.
Yeah, the problem is, Craig, I'm here. Yeah.
You're what?
Can
Oh, there's some kind of techno issue there.
into chat now. I'm hearing. I'm getting the.
Yeah, and your audio is cutting in and out.
Yeah.
And I don't see a way to change it. Oh, let me see if I can hit the reduce background noise button. There's a button here for that. Ah, shoot. Darn. Yeah, we've always had such a easy time with yours. Now she's out altogether. It's always the audio with these things. I mean, audio is always the biggest problem. So you can't hear me because I can't hear you. Carolyn, are you there?
I hear you. I'm hearing you.
Yeah, but your audio is just cutting in and out for some reason. I don't know how to fix that on my end. Well, darn. Because I wanted to talk about, Carolyn's got some great observations on what's going on with the Don Lemon indictment. They screwed that up. I mean, that indictment's all messed up. I mean, they can fix it, I guess. But you still can't try again, Carolyn. Maybe reboot your machine and come back in or something like that. Maybe that'll reset the audio. Because I don't see anything on my end I can deal with. Well, we got some commenters coming in. What do we got there? Who's even? Who are we talking about here? Even?
he's talking about Melania.
Oh, I see that is involved.
Uh-huh.
Well, like I say, that she threatens to sue people when they say that. So be careful, Noah Ark. Don't put your address. Don't tell us you're resident agent for service of lawsuits.
They won't come up after us little people. If they do, they'll say, "Oh, we'll sue you for $10 million." I'm not worth $10 million. So
yeah. All right, we're going to try again, Carolyn. Try talking. Can you hear me?
Hello.
hello.
There, I heard you there.
Okay.
Oh, that's better.
Okay. Yeah, I was hearing the audio twice.
Oh, that happened to Craig the other day.
Yeah, these echoes come. That's one reason the earbuds help for that.
The process.
Shoot.
No.
You're just cutting in and out. Darn it. I wanted to talk to you about Don Lemon. Okay. Well, let's keep on, and maybe Carolyn's will get sorted out. Just keep trying to
So
pipe
how
in.
many of the Bill of Rights has Trump broken by now?
Yeah, I noticed Pogo went through and categorized all of them yesterday.
I think he's gotten them all, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think
It's like a
he'll have
bingo
to make
card.
up some new ones. Yeah, he'll have to make up some new ones. Oh, here comes Blue.
Oh, there's Blue again.
Yeah, I just got off. I thought maybe my phone was causing the problems that you were having with Carolyn. So I thought it would go
no.
away. No. Okay.
I
I think
was going to
mine
get back
does
to
it when the battery gets low.
Yeah.
now. Katie sent over a couple things here. We got this Rage. What was going on here with Rage of the Machine?
Tom Morello, who was the lead guitarist for the band Rage Against the Machine in the 90s, has always been an activist, and he put together this concert at First Ave, which is the place that Prince was famous for performing at all the time.
You saw it in Purple Rain.
Yeah. Yeah.
So First it was in the movie Purple Rain.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And when you go to Minneapolis, that's one of the landmarks that you look for is First Ave, because it's so famous for starting so many different artists. Lizzo, if you know who Lizzo was or is, she was there. She performed there a couple of times because she came up here and was doing all of her recording here. Janet Jackson, Rhythm Nation tour started in Minneapolis. So it's really cool. But anyway, he came here and
this was last night.
Yesterday at noon they started the concert.
Yesterday at noon.
Yep.
Okay, let's play it.
Brothers and sisters, thank you for welcoming us to the Battle of Minneapolis. My friends, if it looks like fascism, sounds like fascism, acts like fascism, dresses like fascism, talks like fascism, kills like fascism, and lies like fascism, brothers and sisters, it's fucking fascism. It's here, it's now, it's in my city, it's in your city, and it must be resisted, protested, defended against, stood up to, exposed, ousted, overthrown, and driven out. By who? By you and by me. Minneapolis is an inspiration to the entire nation. You have heroically stood up against ICE, stood up against Trump, stood up against this terrible rising tide of state terror. You have stood up for your neighbors and for yourselves, for democracy and for justice. Ain't nobody coming to save us except us. And brothers and sisters, you are showing the way. To that end, we would like to begin our program with an old Native American war chant. We encourage you to sing along. In this very room, Prince created a revolution. Now it's our turn.
I don't know if they'll. It stopped before they started their song "Killing
All
in
right,
the Name
everybody,
of."
me Sam Stein and Gianna at the bar. I'm drinking.
That was a heck of a speech. I like that. That was
he's my soulmate.
And the boss showed up.
And Stanley here is saying that Rage is from LA. Oh, okay. Then Stanley.
Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah, Springsteen was there.
Yep,
yeah, and we got Katie sent that one over too. Let's see if we'll get that one up.
Hopefully you don't get flagged for it. But it's a video of a video.
It was a live. Well, you know what? That's it. You bring up an interesting point about that. Is when I played Springsteen the other day, that new song, that protest song that he's just done, I saw the copyright flag and I thought, oh, there's no way he's got. When I looked, you know what it is, and it doesn't affect our video at all, is Russia blocked it.
Oh,
I thought that was interesting. Yeah. Russia actually blocked the Springsteen protest song.
Interesting.
And that's what the copyright flag was when I got one on that. But here's now where is this? Is this also in the same place last night?
Yep.
Or is it somewhere else?
Yep. Same place.
Same place where Prince played. Okay, and I think he actually performs in this one.
Yep.
Oh, Minneapolis, I hear your voice singing through the bloody mist. We'll take our stand for this land and the stranger in our midst. Here in our home, they killed and roamed. In the winter of 26, we'll remember the names of those who died on the streets of Minneapolis.
It was packed. And First Ave is not a very big venue to begin with. My brother, when we were in high school, there's actually a smaller club that's off the side. He played there with his band. My cousin has also played at First Ave with his band. And so it's a very small venue. Maybe 300 people could fit in. Maybe. If that.
Really?
And then the 7th Street entry that's at the side, there's only like room for 50. real small.
Yeah. No, we used to go down there when I lived there. And is his tiny little motorcycle still in the lobby?
Yes.
Really?
It's still
Chris's
there.
motorcycle?
I thought maybe
The
Oh,
one
yeah.
that was in the movie? Or?
Yeah, and it's tiny. We went in there and was
It
like, oh
is.
my God.
It was
It's itty
custom made
bitty.
for him.
Yeah, it's tiny. It's like
Oh, yeah, because he wasn't a very big fella. How tall was he?
Oh no,
No.
5'2".
Oh,
Yeah. And so, but it looks like a big old machine, but it's tiny. And it was like, oh my gosh. But I thought maybe because that was in the 80s when I was there, when I lived there. So that was a
Oh,
long
okay.
time
Yeah,
ago.
it's still there. It's still there.
I thought maybe they
and
moved it
then
to Paisley Park.
my mom and I are planning to go this spring to do a tour of Paisley Park, which will be
Oh,
exciting
wow.
because I grew up, like a 15-minute drive from it, and never went in. And but I did.
Now,
when I was
what is it exactly? What is it that
Paisley
you
Park
toured?
Paisley Park was his recording studio that he had custom built
Yeah.
and concert venue and stuff, and he would throw free concerts there all the time.
That's where he died.
And yes, in the elevator.
Yeah.
So I don't want to go to
Oh,
the
so you
elevator.
can actually tour it now. It's open for
Yes.
tour. Oh.
Yep, you can go there and tour it. Also, I've seen. Well, I don't know if they still have the house, but he had a house in Chanhassen that he had a black gate with his symbol on top.
Mhm.
So you knew it was his house, and it was purple and black, painted purple and black, and it was just like a modified Rambler house. It wasn't anything like mansiony or anything. But I mean, that was years and years ago. I haven't been out that way since, but yeah, he will stay a Minnesota boy forever, even now that he's. I mean, on the anniversary of his death, Minneapolis lights up purple for him.
Well, when they did that during the Super Bowl, I
Yep.
cried. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't cry over celebrities, but I cried over that one.
he was hard.
Oh,
He was hard.
Virgil's saying Nikki is now MAGA.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's the one
yeah.
you were talking about yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, oh gosh, it's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I
She-
really
she
like
said-
that Minneapolis anthem as well.
Yes.
It's a beautiful song.
Springsteen's?
No,
You got-
it's called Minneapolis Anthem, and I
Oh,
put it.
that's
Yeah, that one. We played
Yeah.
it. You played it yesterday?
Yeah, she had that on yesterday. I meant to go get that.
It's down at the bottom of today's as well.
Oh, it is. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just put it up there.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, okay. I'll go get that.
Yeah, Nicki Minaj sold her soul to the devil when she decided to
There
get
it
the
is.
gold card. We have to leave at 10:45.
Here's
It's
the
literally down the block.
See my phone for a second? Actually, never mind.
In the frozen heart of Minnesota's plains, we watch the winter turn to fire and rain. Voices rising where the snow once lay, shadows falling in the breaking day. Renee's name whispered in the bitter wind, a life cut short where justice should have stood, and the bells cried out over her. Who will stand when the night won't let? Children trembling at the clang of fear, but every pulse grows louder here. We are the North Star blazing in the cold. We are the stories that the mountains told. From every tear we forge a flame, we call their names, and in this land of storms and snow, hope will rise where rivers flow. nurse, a friend, a voice for the weak. Silent cries in the words we speak. They try to break us with iron and lies, but truth glows brighter in open skies. Hear the hearts that beat in unison, mothers, fathers, daughters, sons. Side by side beneath the autumn moon, we'll march until the dawn comes soon. Raise your torch, let justice ring for every soul lost to witness day. We are the North Star blazing in the cold. We are the stories that the mountains told. From every tear we forge a flame. We call their names, we call their names. United voices break the longest night. From hurt to hope we claim the light. Minnesota's hard where the snow drifts deep. We sow the seeds that love will keep. From sorrow's depths to sunrise high, together we rise, together we cry.
Damn, I decided I wanted all 4 minutes of that. That was good. Who is that? Who did that?
His name is Scourgeall or something like that. I think he's from another country, and I've been trying to track him down.
He's from Sweden.
From Sweden?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you find him? Find that, Jamie?
I found it first on Blue Sky, and then I went trying to track it down on YouTube, and I can only find the one song, but he does have a website. So I think he's someone well worth listening to.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. Hello, Jack.
Hey.
Night, Jack.
I went to ask you yesterday. I didn't remember. Did you tell us your parrot's name?
Kiki.
What?
Kiki. K-I-K-I.
K-I-K-I.
Yeah.
I want a parrot now.
I didn't realize how noisy he was. I guess he was sitting there in his cage and I didn't let him out. And so he was sitting there going, well, if you're all going to talk, I'm going to join you. So that's what he was doing, wanting to be part of the conversation.
Well,
No,
I was
Robin and Jack's parrot were all going to the birds.
Oh yeah, here's my robin that I woke up to this morning. Well, that ain't the robin. What the hell's that? That's supposed to be the robin. Oh, I see. Let's see now. Why doesn't this there? There's my robin. That's what I woke up to this morning when I came into my office. Out the window, I heard the song. I actually recorded him. Let's see. You know, that just to me that suggests that suggests to me that we might be seeing spring before long. Is that nature's myth that robins are the first sign of spring?
Well, you have spring earlier than the rest of us, I think. So,
well, that fellow was. I do know. I learned this one time. You see how he's got his chest all puffed out there?
Yeah.
You know, they do that to stay warm. They actually puff out their feathers, and somehow that helps them stay warm. But anyway, he wasn't alone. There were about maybe 50 of them out there this morning getting berries. Of course, in the winter time, they can't get worms. When the ground's too cold, they can't get worms, so they get up in the trees and eat berries. That's what they were doing this morning.
The commenters are fussing amongst themselves.
Oh,
I've
that
noticed
Opal guy's
they
there.
do that.
That Opal guy's a good friend. Hey there, Opal. He likes to tangle with some of the other commenters.
Well, we all got to have our own entertainment, I guess.
Yeah. Well, and they're good for traffic, folks. They're good for traffic. The robots count them too. Let's see where we.
We're always glad to see that Opal guy.
Yeah. See, we've got.
First of all, the abolishing property taxes for seniors, it stayed.
I know. I saw that. I saw that this morning. I thought
states determine that.
They'll just believe any lie he tells them. I mean, there was nothing he can do about property taxes. It has nothing to do with the federal government. Anyway.
Well, I had a fun day yesterday after we got off thing.
Oh.
Well, I tell you, I was getting a little grumpy and stuff because I was having some back pain issues.
Oh.
And every time I'd breathe, it hurt. So I decided I better go to the emergency room.
Oh.
So they could, x-ray me and figure out what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
I spent 6.5 hours.
Oh my.
And finally left. And here's the thing, it was like being in the third world. It was
really.
They had a woman going around with a cart for blood pressure and vital signs, going around in the waiting room, taking people's vital signs.
Interesting.
Yep. They do that here too.
And it was just messing around. And finally, I thought I was going to get to see a doctor, and they took me back. And in the back. And I thought, okay, I'll get into a exam room and see my doctor like I usually do when I went to the emergency rooms. And they had me put my coat on the table on a bed. And I went and then wanted me to do a urine sample. So I did that, and I came back, and I'm standing there by my coat thinking they're going to put me into a room, probably the room right next to the bed. But no, there's somebody in that room.
Huh.
And finally, I look around, and there's like 2 or 3 people on beds in the hallway.
Yeah.
In the hallway.
And, and I'm sitting there going, okay, I bet you they're going to put me on a bed, and I'm going to be laying another 3 hours on a bed waiting for a doctor. And so I put my coat on, and when they did the blood workup, they left the needle in my arm.
Oh my God.
Oh.
And, and with the, where the little port where they draw blood. And so I'm sitting there going, well, if I go home, I've got that stuck in me. And I finally decided I could take that out by myself if I wanted to. So I finally put my coat on. I was getting ready to walk out, and the nurse came. And she said, well, you've been waiting all this time. It's just going to be a little bit, And I said, no. I said, I'm gone. But I would appreciate it if you take this needle out of my arm. But
that's incredible.
So I don't know. I came home, took a couple of Advil, and the pain seemed to get a little better. And whatever it was, they did the X-ray instead of usually. And this is why I went to the emergency room, because they've got the big equipment.
Yeah, that's
my doctors have always said go to emergency room on something like that, because they've got the equipment and they can determine it real quick. Well, their equipment was a portable X-ray machine. And they had me sitting in a chair, put the screen behind me that would read the X-ray, and pushed this card over and stuck the X-ray thing up at my head, at my chest, and took the X-ray that way. They didn't do a CAT scan or anything. And that before, when I've had problems like that, they've done the CAT scan. But it's like down here. What I've realized is people don't realize how bad some of their medicine is because they think this is normal down here.
General 5 is bragging about hers, and I was about to jump in with Washington because we have the same system. You can go to Tacoma General Emergency if you want to, but you're better off just hitting one of the emergency clinics and they'll see you right away.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah, that's what I was wondering about. Do you have those there, Jack? Those urgent care clinics?
They do.
I got one that's actually around the corner here that I've gone to a couple times, and it's right next to 7-Eleven, and I call it my 7-Eleven doctor. He's right
I don't know. I've not tried them because I always assume those are for when you get sniffles and you need to deal with
well, that's kind
things
of
like that.
I go to urgent care and then I go to the hospital. So like if urgent care can't help you, then you go to the hospital.
Yeah.
But
I've got MedStar here in DC, and they have an urgent care. That's my regular doctor, but then they have urgent care facilities of their own, and I've got I've kept records of where mine is, where in case I haven't needed it yet. But I didn't set that up because I thought emergency rooms were that bad. I mean, but that's incredible. How many people were there?
Oh, there were quite a few. What it reminded me of was back before I had insurance up in Kansas City. The hospital, Truman Hospital, is the city hospital, and that's where all the indigent people go for medical care. And so that's where I'd went, and you'd wait, and you expected to wait because they just saw everybody from whether they had a cold or a heart attack, and they would do triage and stuff, and you'd expect to wait 4 or 5 hours. But when Sherry had her problems with the cancer stuff, they just told her to go to the emergency room every time she'd have a problem.
Yeah.
And, and then that's what she did. And then I did a couple, 3 different things I had. And it was no big, you're going to be there 2 or 3 hours, but.
And you were there 6?
I was there 6.5 hours.
And never saw the doctor. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, and had yet to get in and see a doctor.
Now, Opal guy, I never heard this. You used to be able to get x-rays at department stores?
You know what?
Shoe stores.
That's what my grandma told me before.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. I remember my folks or somebody talking about when they first came out with X-rays. They'd X-ray your feet to see if you're
really.
They probably went back into the 20s.
No, I can remember having it done when I was a child. So they stopped doing it, I think, because of overexposure to X-rays.
Yeah, that does sound bizarre. Well, maybe we need to bring that back. Jack could have gone to the department store yesterday. Saved a lot of time.
Well, that was what I was real worried about. Mostly, I was either I was having a pain like that. I was worried maybe I was having a blood clot on my lung or something.
Yeah. Well, I can't remember somebody in the medical, I don't think it was a doctor, maybe a nurse anyway, told me that if you have a concern that, and you're worried that, and your emergency room gets overcrowded a lot, that the best way to get quick treatment is to call an ambulance. If you actually show up in an ambulance.
You all have a good day. I have to run. So, yep, I'll see you. I'll be around tomorrow. Okay.
All right. Well, tell all your Minneapolis friends we're proud of them.
I will, even though I'm not going to be in Minneapolis today. So,
well, you're making a difference out there.
Minnesotans anyway. So, all right. See you guys later.
Radical.
Bye.
Minnesotans are getting a reputation for being radical, aren't they?
You know what? And
next thing you're going to know, we're going to have radical Canadians.
They're radical moderates. What's happening is the moderates in this country are turning into radicals.
I think that's a good point. When the middle class gets irritated about something, when suddenly they start going, "Oh, this affects me," it's not about some little group out here.
Yeah.
Then you start seeing things change.
Yeah. Yeah. And I was saying earlier that I noticed this in the protests here in DC that I went to, and now I saw one of the CNN reporters was talking about this yesterday in the Minneapolis, which they say it got up to 100,000 people in the streets, but that he was saying this too, that he's covered a lot of protests, he was saying, and this is a different kind of crowd. He says it looks more like just any suburban neighborhood that you walk through, you know, the crowds and that the people are so friendly with each other and having, I mean, they're mad and everything, but they're still having a good time and singing and what it reminded me of is what the first protest in DC I went to, I noticed I did actually recognize some of the people from our local farmers market. And it was like the farmers market crowd just got pissed. Yep. And I think that's kind of what goes to what you're saying. It's like when regular folk finally figure out they've had enough, things do change.
Well, that Opal guy caught on to it, and how many people Trump has driven to the left.
Yeah, almost everything. He's saying almost everything left of fascism is now moderate. Yeah, yeah. The moderates are anti-fascist.
Well, that's what when Bill Kristol and I are on the same page, something's weird.
Yeah, well, how about when I was agreeing with Marjorie Taylor Greene? That spooked me.
Oh yeah, that's even worse.
Yeah, you're right, Opal guy. If only those regular folks had voted. Absolutely. I mean, the stay-at-homers are what caused this. But I think maybe they're not going to stay at home for the midterms. I hope.
Well, these people that show up at these protests, they vote. Because it takes some effort to mobilize and go to these things. And if you'll take that effort, you'll also be voting.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's see. What do we got here? We got this fella. I'm gonna answer this one. So. Won't ready our whatever. What is this show called? Two retards with a camera? Well, actually, it's three of us, but then we also got 425 people in the room right now. So it's 425. Well, plus the three of us, it's 428 retards with the camera. Mr. Smartass.
You said you wouldn't read it. And you just went off and read it anyway.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Here's a Netadodge 400. Oh, we just got another one. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, you know, I think we haven't had our editorial board check in. Those are our bosses. I don't know. What are we doing with this thing? I'm in having fun. I think y'all are too. We just when I first decided to do this every day for an hour, I thought, well, this won't last. I'll get tired. But we've done it a month now, and
that was what I was thinking.
Get into my routine.
That's what I was thinking this morning. It was a weekend. I said, well, Craig doesn't even take a day off anymore.
Yeah, I was wondering if you were going to.
No, like I said, I'm just going to keep doing it till we all just pass out or get tired of it. I don't know. I mean, it's just I've gotten to where
the side can jump in.
Yeah. Let's see. It's called multi-stream. It's not against any terms of fair, regardless of what everyone says. What? I missed a discussion there somewhere along the way. Here's one. Stan Dirk, Adolf Trump, ICE MAGA are terrorist traitors and Nazi cowards. Oh, that brings up. I always like to bring this into the mix.
Are these the neighbors that you want in your city? No. These are the criminal migrants that Kamala Harris brought into your community. And as swiftly as they came, Donald Trump will send them back.
Und das Andenken dieser 7.
There, that's for you there, Stan Durko.
Steve Miller looks, I think it's his eyes, but he looks very much like a buddy of mine's ex-wife. She's a meth head. And so every time I see him, I'm going, oh, yeah, there's Angie.
Let's see if Renee's put any memes up yet. Now I got confused by Pat D this morning. I don't know if she answered me. I put this headline up this morning that I'd seen in a protest yesterday on a protest sign. Be pretty good. But then did y'all see?
Yeah, I saw that. I had not run into that, but then I don't go over into that world.
But then she posted this saying that pretty good meme is rage bait on the right. I got confused about that, but because it started with, because I thought it was pretty clever. I saw after Renee was killed, they started the be good memes I saw, and then when he got killed, they added be pretty good, and I thought that was,
Well, that's what I had been seeing. I had been seeing word plays on his name and probably her name comment. I don't remember what they are right now, but I thought they were somewhat clever and interesting. Of course, I like word plays, so. But I hadn't noticed any of them being particularly caustic.
Yeah.
Yeah, on either the right or the left.
I put this up for Blue this morning because she was talking about the BAGA in her house, and this Dunning-Kruger effect cracks me up when you think.
The Dunning-Kruger effect is a psychological concept that describes how people with low skills or knowledge in a certain area often overestimate their abilities. It happens because they don't know enough to realize what they don't know. This lack of awareness leads them to believe they are more skilled or knowledgeable than they really are. At the same time, people who are very skilled in a subject may underestimate their abilities because they assume others find the task just as easy as they do.
Anyway,
I think that last statement is, and especially for us older folks, because a friend of mine used to do that. We talk about some kid. Well, why does he think he that way? He ought to know better than that. Anybody would know you would do. And I said, wait a minute, Mike, you just forgot how much you've learned since you were 17.
Yeah.
We've got I've got 70 years of skill build up. Now, if I just had a body to would let me do it.
And then, of course, anything you've learned, you get far enough along and you realize how much you don't know.
Yeah. That's the key to intelligence, is knowing what you don't know. I've always thought.
Then I've got all those little rules of thumb that I've developed over the world to say, okay, if it looks like this, then we probably ought to be suspicious. And, you know, and other people don't have, you know, young people don't have those yet, so they're still thinking there's a debate.
Pat put this cartoon up. How it started. Sir, we need to distract from the Epstein files. Quick, release ICE agents into our cities. How it's going. Sir, the ICE agents are slaughtering American citizens. We need a distraction. Quick, release the Epstein files. That's what you were saying yesterday, Jack.
Yeah, that was what I was sitting there going, that cartoonist has been stealing my ideas.
Yeah, that's exactly your point yesterday. Is now they're using Epstein to distract us from other stuff.
Well, we were sitting there talking about it, and it just popped in my mind.
Yeah.
I'm bowing out. You and Jack carry on.
Okay, yeah, we're getting close to the end.
Have
of
a
the
good
hour.
one.
All right, good. Thanks for getting that anthem, Jamie. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, that was pretty. Anyway, talk to you all later. Bye.
All right.
So we've got another hour gone, huh?
Do we? Oh, yeah, we do. Yeah. Oh, I was just looking for Renee's meme of the day. She started. Renee I came on here in the early days, and she didn't come back on. I enjoyed having her on. She talked to us about George Orwell. She taught me that George Orwell is a pen name. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
As a kid, I used to watch The Wizard of Oz and wondered how someone could talk without a brain. Now all I have to do is watch a White House press conference.
Dude. So much of what's coming out of the White House these days seem to be, especially where we get all this stuff on video, it seems to be like they're standing up there doing the old joke about the abusive husband that got caught in bed with his girlfriend, you know, and tells his wife, who are you going to believe, me or your lying eyes?
Yeah.
And that's just almost what a White House press conference is these days.
I mean, a really amazing one was back when Trump was in Europe and gave that speech, and 4 times I thought I counted 5, but it ended up being the number 4 everybody used. Is 4 times he said Iceland instead of Greenland, getting the name of the country he wanted to invade mixed up. And so when a reporter just noted that online, she wrote, that press secretary, White House, she wrote back this angry note and said that did not happen. He did not say that, and that she was mixed up. And I thought, man, they have gotten so into their alternate reality that do they believe it? I mean, when it's on video and he's saying that 4 times, and then she just attacks the reporter for saying it when we can all see it. I mean, I don't know. It's just amazing to me, but they don't stop it every day. It's the same thing.
Yeah. The other thing about the Greenland thing is when Trump starts talking about the Russians and the Chinese coming through and doing whatever, the Russians and nobody can go the Northwest Passage unless they go through Canada.
Oh.
I didn't realize this, but I was reading an article recently about how Canada's working up in their northern part, and the Northwest Passage goes through Canada because it goes between those islands. You can't go.
And they're, I mean, they could be in the catbird seat going forward. Maybe that's why Trump wants to take over Canada. I mean, with global warming, they're going to have a lot more passages that they control that the rest of the world's going to want access to.
I'm not sure exactly where it goes and how it goes. But I was reading an article, probably on Bloomberg or one of those business websites. And,
well, now Drew Howard's asking here about what do you guys think of Alberta leaving Canada? I don't know anything about that. Drew Howard, you want to tell us about it? And any of y'all, you can come on here and talk to us on your phone cameras and on camera or just a microphone anytime.
I haven't heard we're so busy worried about our world down here that we don't pay much attention to what Canada.
Yeah, we don't get around. Let's ask our buddy, our AI friend, our Gemini Pro. I'm just going to say, what's this about Alberta leaving Canada? But you know what? I'm going to change it. Oh, I've got it set on fast. Any of you who use AI or in particular Gemini, if you don't want to wait for a long, complicated answer, you got 3 choices here. You can choose fast, thinking, or pro. So I'm going to choose fast here because I just want a basic answer. I don't need a doctoral thesis, which you'll get with pro if you ask pro questions, and see how fast does on this. What's this about Alberta leaving Canada? We're doing this on behalf of Drew Howard, who asked, what do you guys think about Alberta leaving Canada? Well, we don't know what we think because we don't know what you're talking about. So that's why we're talking to AI and asking AI for an answer. Okay. Well, now what are you doing here, Albert? What? Oh. This is an interesting thing. Is when you do a prompt, they call them that, to your AI, you got to be careful about the words that you use, because this is a prompt that I use for our daily briefs, and I must have had a word in there. Let me try him again. Alberta leaving Canada. Is that true? Maybe we'll try it that way. Yeah, prompting AI is that's where humans still have to. Now, see, he's still pulling up the wrong thing. All right, I'm going to switch. Now, see what happens when you switch to thinking.
I don't know. Over here in comments, they had the Opal guy says they aren't leaving, and the other guy is saying true, but it's a talking point. In other words, he was throwing shit up against the wall.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now he's got me curious. And boy, my AI is screwed up. You know what? I'm going to switch over to Chat GPT now and see, because I'm going to get to the bottom of this before the hour's up. I'm going to ask Chat GPT.
I get I get those Canadian places mixed up, but Alberta's kind of in the Great Plains area, isn't it?
Okay, now Chat GPT
kind of tends to politically be a little bit like North Dakota and Montana.
Okay, Chat GPT managed to get us an answer. They've done a better job here than Google's Gemini did. Here's the straight lyrical take on the swirling headlines. Alberta is not actually leaving Canada, but there is a loud, noisy political push by a minority to ask that very question and maybe vote on it someday. It's not a fait accompli, it's a political drumbeat. There is a separatist movement. Some groups in Alberta are actively campaigning. So this sounds to me like we got to. You set us down a rabbit hole of fake news, Drew Howard. Okay, thanks a lot. Although now I know when it comes up in conversation that I can say no, Alberta is not leaving Canada. So we've got that settled.
It'll leave Canada about the time Texas leaves the United States.
Right. Yeah. Oh, Blue's coming in with some breaking news. You got some breaking news?
Oh no, I was just over there reading, and it said that Alberta's undergoing a separatist movement.
They are.
Yeah, there's like a petition to, and it's not necessarily to join either to join the United States or to be completely sovereign. I remember it's a while back, but Quebec went through the same thing.
Quebec had been doing that for off and on for years.
Yeah, but yeah.
Nah.
So anyway, Alberta's undergoing a separatist movement, but now so says Whitby.
Isn't Quebec right now governed, or it was governed by what used to be the separatist movement? That now I'm not even going to try to pronounce it because it's French, and I have enough trouble with English.
Okay, so this red here, I asked ChatGPT, where is Alberta? So that red thing, that looks like Indiana. Wait a second, is that Canada or is that doesn't that look like Indiana? That red?
Yeah, it's just north of Montana, and Idaho.
That's Alberta right there.
Yep.
Is that what?
So it's a mount. It's what was it? It would probably be about half mountainous and half plains.
Oh, I see. Well, Drew, I'm from Alberta, Drew says, and a lot of people here are trying to separate from Canada. Well, I appreciate you putting this on the table, Drew, because I didn't know a thing about it. Why do you want to leave Canada, or do you? Are you one of those who want to leave? Oh, we're actually up. You know what, Drew? Come back tomorrow. We'll do some research and do a whole focus on Alberta leaving Canada, because I'm really wondering now. And I'm looking at this map. That Alberta, it looks a lot like Indiana. Are you sure you're not actually Indiana?
It's just a lot colder, from what I understand.
All right.
It in Saskatchewan.
All right. Well, Drew and everybody else, we're on trailmix.cc, where you can continue the conversation very easily. You don't have to register if you don't want to. You can just give us a fake name and start talking. The CAPTCHA is also ridiculously easy. Just 3 numbers, just first grade math for the CAPTCHA. They're
Opal guy. Hey, Opal guy named him, what was it? Maple maggots.
Maple maggots. Okay, Opal guy. I appreciate you coming in, Opal guy. You always give us something to think about and keep us going. Let's see where we ended up. Oh my goodness, look at there. We ended up with what is that? 634 souls. We have saved 634 souls today on our broadcast. That's enough for we might bust out of the Elks Lodge before long.
I think the Elk Lodge was spread out onto the back deck.
Yeah, we used to say in the beginning we were in the American Legion Hall, which is about 50 people, and then when we got bigger, we moved to the Elks Lodge, and now we might have to get a partitioned ballroom at the Holiday Inn.
Yeah, there you go.
Not the whole ballroom, just part of it. All right, Jack. Good talking to you. So keep Kiki and the parrot and Brewster the dog safe.
Well, it looks like Kiki's happy. I've let him out of his cage. He's up on top of his cage, so that was his problem. He was trying to remind the old man that there's a bird here. Needs paid attention to.
All right.
Well, you take care.
You too, and everybody continue the conversation over at trailmix.cc. That's easy to comment there. We'll be back at 11 a.m. tomorrow unless we decide not to.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trail Mix, where the nuts might be a little stale, but the company is always fresh.